Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see how to perform a t-test, a chi-square test, and also create a function which will help us to order the columns of a data frame. So first, we'll move on ahead with the t-test. We are creating this function called t-test, which will input data, v, which are the predictor variables, and finally n, that is a target variable. We're using this Framingham dataset, and we're using this 10 years UHD column as a target variable, but we can replace the value of this and do anything and just use that variable as a target variable. So for the t-test, what we need is we have to make sure that the predictor columns are numeric and the target variable is categorical. So for that, we are using this unique value method, where if we are setting the as we like if the unique values of a variable is less, we are considering them to be categorical. As we can see, the 10 years UHD column is binary. Just have 0 and 1. So only two unique values, which is less than 10. So we can consider that variable as categorical. So we're using this for loop for I and v, which are the predictor variables. If this condition is met, the condition statement, then we'll move on ahead with the t-test. So we'll be using this function on R, that is t.test, which helps us to run the t-test, and it will input the predictor variable and a target variable, and will the t-test will be conducted, and we'll find the p-values of the individual variables. So after that, we're using the space function to make sure that we can associate the names of the variables along with their individual p-values. So in case this condition is not met, will use a else statement and just print that the t-test is not possible. So after executing this test, suppose we want to find the t-test of first, third, and fourth variable, and we want their p-values as well. We keeping the 16th variable as the target variable, which is a 10 years UHD, and when we execute this, we'll find that the p-value of male is 9.33, the p-value of education is 0, and the p-value of current smoker is 3.83. The next test is the chi-square test. So like the t-test, we'll be using the same function inputs. That is a data frame. The x is the predictor variables and y is the target variable. We'll be using the same for loop for I and x, but there's a difference in the conditional statement, where in place of the numeric statement, we'll be using a categorical, which means that in t-test we were using a numerical variable and a categorical variable. Whereas in the chi-square test, both of the variables should be categorical. And we are using the threshold for the unique values as 10, same as the t-test. And if both of the variables, the x and y, are categorical, we'll move on ahead with the chi-square test, which is achieved by this function chi-square.test in R. And it will input the predictor variable and target variable. Then we'll get the p-values of the individual variables, and will use the paste function to make sure that we can associate the variables with their individual p-values. And in case this condition is not met, we'll just put an else statement again and just print that the chi-square test is not possible. When we execute this test, and suppose we want to do the chi-square test for all the variables present in a data set on the 10 years HD variable as a target variable. When we execute this function, we can see that the p-value of male is 1.121. The chi-square test of the second variable is not possible, and so on. If it says the chi-square test of second variable is not possible, then it could only mean that the predictor variable is not categorical, because we have set the categorical target variable as 16, which we know as a categorical variable. So the last function is the rearrange function. So what we are doing in this function is that we are creating a function which will reorder the columns of a data set according to its data type. Suppose we want to order the columns of a function to integer, numeric, and factor. This rearrange function will help us to do that. So we are inputting a data frame, and inside the function we are creating this empty vectors. So for I in the number of columns of the data, 1 to the number of columns of the data, what we are doing is we're assigning these factors to the numeric factors and integer columns. That is, if a column is numeric, we are assigning them to the numeric vector, and like that for the factor and integer part as well. After that, we are converting them into data, converting them into data 1, 2, and 3. So data 1 consists of all the numeric columns, data 2 consists of all the factor columns, and data 3 consists of all the integer columns. And lastly, we are concatenating all of them into a single data frame. So this is where we can change the order of the data frame and decide which type of column we want in the starting or in the middle and in the end. So suppose we want the order to be integer, numeric, and factor, which is data 3, 1, and 2. So we'll reorder this in this order: data frame, data 3, 1, and 2. So that's the function, and we'll just quickly execute this. We're using the cast dataset for this, and when we rearrange that, we can see we get the integer columns first, then we get the numeric columns here, and lastly we get the factor. So this is how the function works, and that's the end of the video. Thank you.